Hi folks, I'm Dave, aka SasquWATCHING Time. I am a collector. I've been picking up DVDs, and I have been picking them up for many years, but these are just some of my most recent DVD pickups. They've been going down in price. Believe it or not, people don't want stacks upon stacks of this stuff. Right off here with the Quest for Camelot. Now, like I said, I haven't seen all these movies. I'm not buying movies I've seen already. Some I have, some I haven't, but a lot I want to watch. And this has a good cast. It's got Carrey, who's you kids might know from that old ass movie Saw. He was the white guy, or one of the white guys, the old white guy in it. Not the old white guy, but the middle-aged white guy who had a bad accent. He's also, for people my generation, he's been in a lot of work such as The Princess Bride. He did a role on the TV show Psych. I really like that show, guys. Quest for Camelot's got Don Rickles, another comedian. You guys, kids, look him up. He's hilarious. Got Gary Oldman, amazing actor. Eric Idle from Monty Python fame. Jane Seymour. Ooh, and there she is. That's got to be Jane Seymour right there. Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. She was also the mom in Wedding Crashers. Oh man. We got Pierce Brosnan, Gabriel Byrne, Bronson Pinchot, Sir John Gielgud, and Jaleel White. Urkel himself. Now that's a lineup. Another animated film, Cowboy Bebop the movie. I've started watching the series. I haven't finished it. This show was an inspiration for Firefly. It just oozes style. Another animated series I got is Jem and the Holograms. Now this came on TV back in the 80s, where there's a young girl who inherits her father's music studio, and she has two alter egos way before Hannah Montana, but you know, hey, everyone's before everyone, so this is just a new way of doing it. Just like you know, this video, someone's already done this, but I'm just doing it. So this series is very enjoyable. I haven't gotten through it yet, but it's proudly displayed on my shelf amongst all my other death metal DVDs. So next, another animated series. Now these were VCDs. This is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and it's an interesting VCD and 2 discs. I don't have a player for this, but I liked its packaging. Thought it was cool. It's an all-new immersive VCD experience, apparently. And some of the special. Let's see. It's a VCD special edition, fully restored and digitally remastered. All new, fully restored audio. Extra bonus features, including a all-new recording of "Someday My Prince Will Come," performed by Barbra Streisand. Oh man. This is a cross-collector capabilities of Barbra Streisand fans and Snow White fans. Oh, this is just going to skyrocket. Amongst with the VCD collectors out there. Oh man, treasure trove, gold mine, sitting on liquid Bitcoin right here. Along with that, we got here the Jackie Brown VCD with this awesome cover of Bridget Fonda. Looking mighty nice. Wow. Sorry, guys. Bridget Fonda. Anyway, that's kind of a cool cover. Next, we have Sean Connery Collection. I have some of these on Blu-ray, but something about just putting in a James Bond film on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon, watching him interrogate and strangle a woman with her own bikini top on Diamonds Are Forever. Like, they just don't make stuff like that anymore. Watch that first part of the film. He does that. He strangles a woman with her own bikini top, and it's when I say it's quality cinema, I mean, who would have thought? Next, speaking of quality cinema, we got The Rock on Criterion Collection DVD. This was one of the very, very first Criterion movies that came to mainstream. as far as I know. In the early days of like 2000, 2001 on the internet, people were talking about Criterion, and this is number 108. So it's one of, it's, I think they've re-released this, obviously, on Blu-ray, but I think they've done a better version, possibly too, but it's a good film. Solid. Criterion. Got it at the Goodwill for $1.29. So I'm happy. Next, this film, Piranha, is pure like guilty pleasure for me. Very cheesy. I've watched it like 3 or 4 times, which is kind of rare. I don't really watch movies that often, but it's got everything you want, like cheese, action, a little bit of skin, and piranhas. Plus you have like, Ving Rhames in it. Jerry O'Connell does a great job of playing like this crazy spring break guy. Christopher Lloyd, did I say that? Kelly Brock. Woo. We got the Ace Ventura Collection. This has 3 movies in it. The Pet Detective animated series, plus Ace Ventura 1 and 2. Got this for $1.29 at the Goodwill. All pristine shape. This Terminator 2 Steelbook. How many times have you guys bought Terminator 2 on DVD that are DVD aficionados who buy movies? Like, there was so many versions. I have like 3 other versions of this film, but I had to actually buy this. It's funny, the DVD case is pretty pristine, but this is getting chewed up from being taken out. Like, air there, but it's pretty solid. It's well protected underneath, but I think this had a couple extra bonus features that weren't on the others, so I picked it up. Also, classic from the 90s, So I Married an Axe Murderer. This film is hilarious. Mike Myers does a really good job in it, one of his earlier films. This film, Mystery Men, I'd see it on Comedy Central every now and then. It's got a good lineup too of people about kind of like rejected superheroes. We got Hank Azaria, Claire Forlani, Janine Garofalo, Eddie Izzard, Greg Kinnear, William H. Macy, Kel Mitchell, guys, get Good Burger, Lena Olin, Paul Rubens, Pee-wee, Jeffrey Rush, a guy from those Pirates movies and other things, Ben Stiller, Wes Studi, and Tom Waits. Hey, musician. Awesome. We got Cronenberg classic, modern day classic, History of Violence. Ooh, just this film, man. Just watch it. It's good. Oh, intense. Speaking of good and intense, when I was a boy, they had this film. This is Bikini Bistro at Video Update, and I was like 15. Not supposed to be renting rated R, but I was able to, just be like with my boyish charm towards the cash register girl lady and say, "Can I rent this comedy?" And so this is the DVD. I saw it and I was like, "Oh my god, I have to have this movie and just relive some of the memories." The transfer on it, you believe me, I've already put it in to watch it and test it, but the transfer is like the VHS transfer, and it looks the same as when I saw it. So they didn't clean up anything on this. The guy who was trying to clean up the film was probably trying to oh, I don't know what I need. I don't know my target audience yet, so what I can say, I think my audience is gonna be 40-year-old men. So yeah, the guy trying to clean up this film spent his time just got Kingdom of Heaven, Ridley Scott film. This is a 4-disc director's cut, pristine shape. This is $1.29 too. Like, man, all of them are clean. This is interesting packaging. I haven't actually watched this film. I have it on HD DVD, not Blu-ray, HD DVD. I'll talk about those later. But 4-disc, all clean. Why not? We got here Jim Carrey collection. This has got Yes Man, The Majestic, Dumb and Dumber, and The Mask. So why not? Jim Carrey's entertaining. especially in those films. Product of the time. Here we got a music DVD. This is Steely Dan, Aha. And these DVDs, this is the classic album series where they will kind of give a documentary of the album, and then they may show some of the, or you can play the audio too. But it was $1, so I'm like, yes, I'll get that. Why not? Maybe I should cut this short because we got another stack here. I don't know, you guys might want to go long, right? So back in the day, Band of Brothers, man, when this came out, this was Steven Spielberg. It was like the next best thing to Saving Private Ryan. It's kind of like more of the same, but as a miniseries, done really well. This box set, it was upwards of like, man, $60, $80. This is a repackaging of it. It's slightly different. It's like cardboard, but it's kind of poofed out there. It's interesting. Opens up, and real kind of lame packaging in there, but $1.29. This is like when you're an old man and I see him like at the Goodwill and they're looking, and this is me too, because I'm finding like this technology, and you're like, it's so amazing, this stuff, it exists and it's so cheap. It's kind of like in Back to the Future 2, where Marty goes and finds that Mattel hoverboard, that girl's bike, and skateboard, and you're just like, this is technology hovering, and it's like blowing our minds, and then these kids are just playing with it. So for $1.29 to get Band of Brothers, when this used to be like $80, I'm like, okay, I just have to have it. And we got Hail Caesar. This is Joel and Ethan Coen's one of their later releases. It's got an all-star cast on it about Hollywood. I'm a sucker for these types of films, like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I thought it was great. I really enjoyed this, and I found it for a couple bucks too. So the Blu-ray version, yes, please. So I'll go ahead and end it right there. I'll go through my other stack of films. Fuck it. John Carpenter's They Live. Amazing film. I loved it the second time I watched it, third time I watched it. It's very good commentary on our society. Watch it. It holds up to this day. Next, Mighty Ducks 1 and 2. Quack, Quack, Flying V. Oh, man. If you like nostalgia, 90s movies, kids movies with that you can watch with your kids, that they won't care, they won't give a damn about it, but you'll probably relive some memories. Emilio Estevez, bratty kids that you probably recognize some of them now. That's good flick there. I got another 4-pack of Batman movies. We got the original Batman with Jack Nicholson, Michael Keaton, and Kim Basinger. The Tim Burton film, another Tim Burton film down there. I don't know if it's Tim Burton or Jerry Bruckheimer in this one. Joel Schumacher, Scary, one of those famous Jewish people that are awesome. There. Anyway, guys, 4-pack for a couple bucks. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger is Mr. Freeze. It's all these memes, probably, if people cared anymore. But Catwoman, like, they're fun movies. These are product of the time, but just like the original Batman '66, so good. Just turn off your judgment and just watch the film and try to put yourself in that time and just accept the reality that it is, and it's fun time. So there's another guy on YouTube I watch. He goes to stores and gets DVDs. This is Clifford. Apparently it's out of print, and it sells for a decent amount online. I saw it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll pick it up. That's one thing. Sometimes these movies, they just don't reprint them because no one cares, and then they go up in value, $20 or something. People might want them, and $20 isn't really that much. It's funny, people back in the VHS days and even DVDs were somewhat expensive. They would be like $20, $30 typically was standard, especially for special editions. And so now they just get thrown away. It's like, oh, get these out of here. And so sometimes this is the only way you can really watch it. And sometimes it's like the only way you can watch the original form, because these raunchy comedies would say jokes that are just like for a laugh, and people might not find them exactly funny these days, based on their beliefs, and can't decipher between movies and reality, and then they get upset. So then they skyrocket in price. So let's keep that culture out there getting upset at everything, so that the collectors out there can pay more money for my cheap ass DVDs, which I never sell. So there we go. This is Scanners. This is another Cronenberg classic. This film scared the shit out of me when I first saw it as a kid on Cinemax at my cousin's house. My uncle had it on TV, and of course I came in during that like first scene where they're in the auditorium and just nosebleed, just check this shit out, guys. Cronenberg, man. Got Wayne's World 2 to complete my Wayne's World 1 collection. Mike Myers, Dana Carvey. Funny movie. Wayne's World 1, oh, so good to this day. 2 is good as well. I got Tromeo and Juliet. This is a Troma film with a retelling of Romeo and Juliet in like a late 90s setting, with Lemmy Kilmister from Motorhead, rest in peace, being the narrator. So good. Goofy action. It's like very vulgar, crass, disgusting, rude, like unapologetic, fun movie. There we go. Another thing that you probably won't just be seeing everywhere on local YouTube. Who knows? Maybe it is. We got Little Monsters with Fred Savage and that other guy, Howie Mandel. This probably was the start of his compulsion to want to be clean all the time because having to wear that stinky latex. Fun movie. We got a horror movie classic collection. I spent $1 on this. It has Horror Hotel, Last Man on Earth, which I have not seen yet. That's why I wanted to see. Dementia 13, same thing. The Terror, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, The House on Haunted Hill, Night of the Living Dead. It's on her old classic collection. Nightmare Castle, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and Nosferatu. Good little collection for $1, and they're all in good shape, so why not? I got Charmed, the complete second season. I don't know. I can tell you about 6 reasons why I picked this one up. Also, nostalgia. I kind of would catch this after my sister would force me to watch Dawson's Creek. I got hooked, guys. Oh man, that Pacey. He's all Pacey-like, and then there would be like Dawson would be like, and then like the other girls, they'd be like, and it's entertaining. I'm just laughing at Charmed. I haven't watched it yet. Listen, these girls just, I don't know, they're good then. Just forget what they're doing now and teleport back to time when Pepperidge Farm remembers, when girls didn't have opinions and they just were. Oh man. Whew. We all like our girls to think about what's for dinner. Guys, jokes. They're all, anyway. Got 1 Hour Photo, Robin Williams. Now, I've not seen this film. I've heard good things about it. I like Robin Williams playing different roles that are not just comedy. He does a good job. I'm trying to think, what was the other one? Mrs. Doubtfire was the most mindfuck movie ever, if you really think about it. Like, man, especially coming from a divorced family, like if my dad did that to my mom, too. Yeah, dress up as a woman and come and take, oh man. Anyway, so 1 Hour Photo couldn't be worse than that, could it? Probably not near as scary. Got Nosferatu. This is a collector's edition Kino version, double disc. I don't know what the quality is on it, but it's got some extras and looked cool. Next we got Spawn, the animated movie, still sealed for $1. I have not seen this yet. I love Spawn. The action figure, or the comics, were like drawn amazingly well. So badass looking, like seriously. I don't know. God, sorry about my lighting, guys. I don't have a light in this room, and just going off daylight, so burning the daylight. Next, we got a horror movie classics. I know these collections aren't like the best way to get just one film that you like, but I haven't really seen, like, I didn't see Blob until just recently when I watched it here. The original Fright Night, that poster freaked the crap out of me as a kid, but I never saw it, and so now I'm gonna watch them, and if I enjoy them, I'll probably get a Blu-ray version of it later. But for, like, you know, $1.29, I can check it out, see if I like the films, and then, you know, update them. Christine, I've seen. It's a good film. I enjoyed it. They don't make many like that. I was thinking that would be a good remake, modern day, if they haven't done that already. And then this last one with The Seventh Sign with Demi Moore. I have not seen that, so, you know, bonus. I like the Blob though. That was actually really good, enjoyable. That's a great cover too, like very iconic. So, and then next we got, this is Simpsons 12th season. There's a lot of good ones in this one. This was complete, great condition. Look at that. I love that holograph, the comic book guy there. There's you know, of course, the Treehouse of Horror, The Tale of Two Springfields. I think that's the one with the lemon tree. Is it? Insane Clown Poppy. Lisa the Tree Hugger. Homer versus Dignity. The Computer War Menace Shoes. There's like the one where Homer does his internet gossip channel. Skinner's Sense of Snow. They all get locked in the Springfield school. Let's see if I can get myself comic book guy's face here. Best DVD ever. I know it's always cringe, but this is a good series, good set. I'm just a lifelong fan of The Simpsons. They got me through some rough times, like in my life, and they also got me into some trouble in my life, emulating Bart, and then later emulating Homer. Not the best role models. I understand why I got grounded from watching those as a kid. Love Simpsons. Got Pacific Rim, a cheesy kaiju film. Saw it in the theaters. It was enjoyable. I liked it. You know, I haven't seen the second one yet, but it was very enjoyable. Wizard of Oz, amazingly classic, timeless film too. Like, holds up, and got it super cheap on Blu-ray. So why not? Goodwill finds. These are all Goodwill finds, pretty much. Except for this one. As I say that, you know. Thanks God for putting me in check. Right here, I got the Karate Kid collection. 1, 2, missing 3, missing the remake. But good films, enjoyable. The whole Cobra Kai series that's out now. Fun to revisit them. You don't need to see the old ones to enjoy Cobra Kai, but it's fun too. And I like those films. I love the soundtrack. Cruel Cruel Summer always like just sticks in my head as a song. I remember seeing like the actress, what's her name, Allie. Yeah, she was Allie in the film, but her just sitting there on the beach like do 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 do. Yeah, just stuck in my head forever. Next I got Romper Stomper with Russell Crowe. Whoa, kind of. Anyway, I've not seen this film. I heard it's good. Heard it's pretty intense. I heard it's stunning. There we go. Probably not, you know, not as uplifting. And speaking of not as uplifting, we got Baby Cart in the Land of Demons, an Amigo film. This is from the Lone Wolf and Cub series. There's like 6 of them, 7 of these films. I picked this up. I actually have the box set, but I wanted to, these are kind of rare too, and I wanted to snag it because it was super cheap, and it was going to also fulfill my quota to get my coupon. So Discount Dave likes his coupons to be approved, and you know, maybe I'll hook up a friend with that or something. So anyway, guys, that's it. Thanks for sticking around. 28 minutes. Sorry for the long delay of length there, but you know, as Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock would say, aye aye matey. We'll see you on the other holodeck. Bye.